That's my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi guys. I've missed you so much. I have not been able to record in so long, but I tell you what, I busted my ass and I got all the videos recorded for July. So I know it's really late. And I know you guys probably didn't expect to hear from me in July, but let me tell you, July 2017, a year ago, is when I started recording monthly videos, and the Capricorn in me just could not allow me to just not record for July. Like, you know, a part of me felt like I should just jump right to August, but no way. Like, Cancer season happened, okay? July happened, and I know we want to just leave July in July, and I know it's very much close to August, but I will be doing August videos very fucking soon. But no, July, I felt so much energy as an empath for the month of July, you know. So definitely wanted to record messages for you guys. So for those of you who are led to watch this video, you know, I always believe that time doesn't exist to tarot, you know, so there could be messages in these videos for you guys, and you never know. So if you're led to watch the July videos, even though it's very close to August, thank you so much, because I worked very hard at these messages, and I just think that, you know, I just care about all you guys. I care about all my viewers and my subscribers, so I definitely wanted to touch base on how the hell July went for all of us, okay? So as always, I'm going to have my intro video, you know, explaining what to look forward to in the reading. All the astrology information for, in general, the planets are going to be in this video, and then in the personal readings, in the next videos, there's a little bit more of personal stuff for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, all the signs personally. But as far as the collective, we had a lot going on. So something I want to say immediately here is that Cancer, you know, July is shared by Cancer and Leo. So we're going to be talking a lot about Cancer and Leo energy in the houses that it happens for in your sign. You know, as an Aries or a Taurus or a Gemini, these houses matter. So we go into detail about that. And to me, it's just really interesting, the whole Cancer-Leo cusp that we went through, because this is the moon and the sun. This is the mother and the father energy. This is masculine and feminine. So this whole month was a big giant eclipse because of the moon being ruled by Cancer and Leo being ruled by the sun. So the energy we experienced in July anyways was a huge eclipse. It was the moon becoming the sun, and the sun, you know, becoming the moon. And we even had eclipses in July. We entered the month with a grand water trine, okay, between Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. We had the sun in Cancer, Jupiter was in Scorpio, and Pisces had Neptune. So, you know, the beginning of the month was extremely emotional. I mean, Cancer season was extremely emotionally exhausting, and at the same time, it was very enlightening. So a lot of the things that I've been telling people on my social media is that Cancer season actually awakens the soul, because the sun is where the moon is comfortable. So when the sun is in Cancer, it's an opposite energy, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So awareness, the sun, is basically illuminating our soul. So everyone has a moon sign. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell you that you really want to watch for your moon sign for July. So I know that I'm late telling you this, but all I could keep thinking about in July is how much I was resonating with my moon. So I resonated very strongly with the Taurus reading. So that's just a tip. From now moving forward, you know, you might resonate way more with your moon sign, because the moon has been awakened collectively. So for instance, I have a Taurus moon, and the moon, my shadow side, you know, I'm watching more for the Taurus readings now, because I know that because of Cancer season and because of these eclipses, I resonate more with my moon. So you might want to check out for your moon. Now that it's Leo season, or you know, when you guys watch this, it's going to be Leo season. So now that it's Leo season, you guys might want to watch, you know, the sun. Like, it's going to be, our sun is awakening now, but we have to awaken the soul before we can awaken the body. The sun controls our physical body. So there's been a subconscious soul awakening in Cancer season. And so I just wanted to share with you guys that you guys might want to watch for your moon sign this month if you know your moon. Okay, that's just a little tip. You might want to watch for other tarot readers too. You're going to resonate more with your shadow side. The moon is what we hide. The moon is like what we feel at a soul level. So, back to this energy that we started the month under, we had a grand water trine. So that's why, there was a lot of emotion in July, because the water signs were in a trine in the sky. So a lot of the Trinity when it comes to our emotion, very powerful stuff. Not to mention, July is the start of eclipse season. This is when these eclipses started rolling in, right? We had that full moon in Capricorn at the end of June, so we entered July with that energy, but it was very, very overmasked by water. So this is eclipse season, you guys. This is retrograde season, okay? So I want to mention to you real quick here that I'm offering retrograde readings. I am definitely back recording. So if you guys are interested in a personal reading with me, thank you so much to those of you who got personal readings with me and who were patient. I'm not sure if you guys watched my last videos last month, but a lot has been changing with me. I temporarily moved, and I moved back, and I moved back, and I moved back, and I was around a situation that didn't allow me to read tarot, things like that. But some of you still reached out to me, you still donated to my channel, and that just meant the world to me, because this is what I do to financially secure myself as an Earth, Taurus, Capricorn rising. So I just wanted to thank you guys who have gotten readings with me. All my readings are so special, and it just blows my mind that people reach out to me and watch my videos. It's amazing, and it just fills my heart. So I do have retrograde readings going on for $30. This is going to be a special all throughout August. I don't even know if it gets good feedback, then I'll probably do it in July too. But basically, if you want to know what the retrograde season is going to offer you, I'm going to offer these readings to people. $30 for a retrograde reading, and I'm going to look at your chart. And I'm going to discuss all the retrogrades and what they mean and how they're affecting you according to your zodiac sign. And then I'm going to pull a tarot card. So there's about 6 planets retrograde. So for each planet that is retrograde, I will pull a tarot card for advice. So I just thought that was a kind of nice service to offer for retrograde season, because retrogrades are planets moving backwards. It's planets slowing down, changing orbit. Mercury just went retrograde on the 26th, so we can go ahead and chop that off. Mercury retrograde now. It's going to be retrograde until August 13th, I believe. So Mercury, Mars, Saturn, all these planets have gone retrograde, and Jupiter went direct this month though. Jupiter went direct on July 10th. So other than it being retrograde season, guys, for those of you who want to contact me about that, if you're interested in a retrograde reading, please let me know. $30 special. And then, yeah, the next thing there we had going on is Venus. So Venus was in Leo for the first couple weeks of the month, the first week, and then we had Venus enter Virgo. So Venus is Virgo right now. I feel like Venus is going to be in Virgo for a couple more weeks maybe. So Venus is in Virgo on July 9th, Venus entered Virgo. July 10th was when Jupiter went direct. And then on the 13th, that's when we had that Cancer solar eclipse, you guys, and that was opposite Pluto. So we had a 20-degree Cancer eclipse, and then opposite of Cancer is Capricorn, where we had the 20 degrees Pluto. So that eclipses are very powerful. They start new beginnings and endings, even more so than new moons and full moons. So, this was an emotional eclipse. This was like a purifying, cleansing, death and rebirth emotionally. Like, it was very, very powerful. So, it really sucks I wasn't here to talk to you about the Capricorn. I didn't talk about the Gemini new moon, the Capricorn full moon, or the Cancer new moon. So I'm like behind 3 moon cycles, but don't worry, I'm going to be back tomorrow on the 27th talking about the Aquarius full moon, lunar, blood moon, super eclipse. Crazy. I'm definitely going to be here to channel some messages for the Aquarius eclipse, guys, tomorrow. So next is July 22nd is when the sun enters Leo. Whoop, whoop. So we move from this emotional, deep cardinal energy. Like, we all wanted to act from our emotions in Cancer season, but there was not shit that we could do. Cancer season is very interesting. As a Pisces, I understand this water energy, but man, was it emotional, very emotionally draining. Everyone becomes aware of their emotions. Not everybody's aware of their emotions, but when the sun enters Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, everyone becomes aware of their emotion. And when everyone becomes aware of their emotions, we all start acting from a place of emotion, which isn't normal. Not all of us act from a place of emotion. We all have water energy in different places in our chart. So Cancer season was pretty crazy, because we all wanted to, be a leader emotionally. We all wanted to act out of these emotions, because Cancer is the cardinal water sign. Water meaning emotion, cardinal meaning action. So this is emotional action. turning into passionate, fixed stability. So Leo comes in at the second half of the month to really revive our ego. You know, we go, I don't know about you, but every year in Cancer season, I kind of forget that it's only a month. I'm like, well, this is it. This is how life is going to be. We're all emotional and it's water, water, water. But then Leo season comes in, and Leo's the North Node right now, guys. So there's stuff about our destiny. There's stuff about our ego and pride and our authentic self-expression that's coming out here. The sun is ruled by Leo. So that's why Leo season is so symbolic, because the sun is right at home. We're going to gain so much awareness over the next month, but I'm going to save a little bit of that information for the Leo video that I do and the August videos that I'm going to have coming out soon, okay? So Leo season is here. Hopefully we feel a little bit less emotional as we go into August. We're still underneath the Cancer cusp of oscillation. So there's Cancer energy, there's Leo energy, there's water energy, there's fire. But when water meets fire, there's an evaporation. So this whole month is very evaporating. You know, a lot of parts of ourselves are just gonna kind of mystify. You know, it's gonna get a little bit steamy, a little bit confusing, but it's all about expressing our emotion. Whenever fire and water join up together, which is Cancer and Leo, this July is shared by fire and water, and then August is shared by earth and fire. So we'll talk more about that in August, but this month was about expressing our emotion. Hopefully we express the way we feel, guys, because the reason why we went through Cancer season was to discover what we felt on a soul level. It was to become cleansed on a maternal level, on a soul awakening level, so that we could step into Leo season knowing the direction forward, knowing our destiny of the North Node, knowing our passion and our drive, you know what I mean? Knowing who we are at a childlike level. Like Leo is all about innocence and becoming a child, but it's also the lion, you know, so it's about being courageous. You know, the things that we weren't brave enough to do at this first half of July, we're all of a sudden gonna gain the passion and drive and will and fire to do. So there's gonna be a lot of things that pick up at the end of July here, and I'm kind of gonna get started on these August videos soon so that I can have these messages out sooner. And then sure enough, we end the month here with the Aquarius total lunar eclipse on July 27th. Now remember, Mercury went retrograde, and this eclipse here, now I'm going to save this for my video tomorrow, but I just want you guys to keep in mind that this eclipse is conjunct Mars in the South Node. So there's going to be a lot of aggressive releasing that goes on collectively. This is some bizarre energy. This is going to be strange to kind of channel, but Aquarius is my 12th house, and I'm definitely going to channel this Uranian, Mars, Saturnian energy. But this eclipse I know is going to be powerful, because the eclipse in Cancer a couple weeks ago was so powerful too. This is going to be powerful on a collective level though. Cancer was powerful on an emotional level. This Aquarius lunar eclipse is a blood moon. It's going to be visible for 2 hours for most of us. Just if you guys want to know about those messages, I'm going to have a video coming out tomorrow about that. But you know, that seems to be a bit, that's it for July. These messages are very intense, you guys. So I really hope that you guys are led to watch. I worked very hard trying to get these recorded by the end of the month. And another thing, you know, guys, Cancer is all about the past. So I kept that in mind when I was thinking about, you know, should I do July videos? And I'm like, hell yeah. Because, you know, some of us are going to want to reflect on the month. Like, I just wanted to know what the hell was going on. I just didn't feel right, you know, letting August come in and just starting from August. Like, so I definitely worked really hard to get these recordings out here. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and for following me, subscribing, supporting me, even when I took that month-long break. You know, if anything, I realized that this is my passion and that this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to get messages from the universe and get some kind of guidance, because holy crap, there's so much going on in the universe right now that, you know, the least I can do is try to help people on a spiritual level, because I've got people that aren't even into astrology coming to me saying, hey, you know, what the hell's going on? I'm like, well, eclipse, well, Cancer season. So thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. Hopefully you enjoy your readings. And yeah, I will see you again in August. Bye. Leo, happy birthday, you guys. It's Leo season officially, guys. I was just sitting here saging myself before the video, saging my cards, And I just felt the need to press record as I'm saging, just in case any of you guys need some extra healing this month. Cancer season was very, very, very emotionally draining and emotionally awakening, emotionally enlightening. So, a lot of us are going to need some really deep cleansing after a deep cleansing. Well, Cancer season is a very deep cleansing energy. It is a water sign, and then we have this Leo energy that comes through right after the Cancer season, guys. So just pardon me. I've been through a lot. These videos are obviously really late this month, but I still wanted to go ahead and get July messages out because I have done monthly videos every month for over a year now, and I just didn't feel like it was right to skip July messages. So for those of you who are led to watch, even though it's heading into August, you're here for a reason. It's always cool to look at the messages for a month that's even passed by so that we know what we're entering August with. What we're entering August with, right? So just pardon my energy, guys. I definitely have been through, as a Pisces, water energy is very, very influential over me, and I have double Earth, Capricorn rising, Taurus moon, so I'm just going to kind of get through this confusion and exhaustion with you guys, and I definitely feel the Leo energy coming in. The sun is ruled by Leo, so the sun is at home. Hopefully the sun is bright enough for this video so that you can see the images very clearly, guys. Definitely ready to get some messages out for you, Leo, for your guys' solar returns. So we're just saging here, about done with the sage. We're just going to let it burn out however the universe intends, but I am just clearing the energy. I moved to and from the place that I'm at. A lot of energy has been here, so just clearing out any of my energy that no longer serves, clearing out any energy of Leo or anyone who's led to watch this video. We've got some really good rolling sage right now, so this video is going to be very clear and uplifting for you, Leo. We're going to get the truth. We're going to get the right messages out for you, though. So I'm not sure what's going to come out, but this is a very special video, Leo, because it's your season. You are the North Node. I can feel the importance of this video based off of how much I had to prepare for this video. I just know Leo season is very, very, very important right now in our universe. So I'm just clearing me so that I'm a clear channel for you guys, clearing my tarot cards. I've already shuffled them, but we're going to do some more shuffling. And the space around me is feeling very clear now. Now that I've lit sage here, hopefully you're feeling very clear, Leo. Just, get into a comfortable position. We're not going to talk much about astrology today. I am an astrologer. I'm so fascinated by astrology. So I incorporate astrology in my readings every month. But because I'm so late, I want to just get right into the tarot messages. But since you're a Leo watching, or even if you're a cross watcher, this is the Leo video. So there's a lot of Leo energy in the universe, and I will be led to talk about some astrology stuff, guys, okay? So Leo, it's pretty easy for you because this is all about your 12th house and your first house. The 12th and the first house are very important houses. They're traditionally ruled by Aries and Pisces. So Cancer is your 12th house. It's the sign right before you on the zodiac wheel. So the sign right before you on the zodiac wheel is your 12th house. And this is a house that deals with subconscious release. It deals with self-sacrifice. It deals with spirituality and imagination, fantasy, illusion. This is the Neptune ruled house, okay? So let's just talk a little bit about Cancer and how Cancer is the 12th house of Leo. So Leo, you guys have a very, very powerful 12th house. Cancer is so if you have a Leo rising by chance, your 12th house is maybe Cancer. It could still be Leo. We're going to just set that right there. Let's get some light for you, Leo. I'm going to light I'm going to burn myself. I'm not a fire sign. So we're going to light this candle here, leave it burning for the readings that I do today. Hopefully that helps with purity. Hopefully that helps with love and light. I'm going to be doing a lot of work with candles in Leo season. So as I was talking about the 12th house there, obviously, Leo, the 12th house is kind of a hidden house. It's the energy that we're supposed to release. So I was just thinking, over the last couple of days, as I was kind of thinking about my videos that I was getting ready to do, I thought about Leo and how their 12th house is Cancer, and how, fire signs sometimes are misinterpreted for not having that much emotion. But to me, water and fire are the most emotional signs, because fire works more with expression, fire works more with passion, you know, and energy and love and light. And water signs work more with emotion and spirituality and, you know, the more in-depth intuitive energy. So fire and water, yes, they are kind of opposite signs, but still it can be very spiritually evaporating. So what we're going through right now is this Cancer Leo energy. We're going to be talking a lot about, well, this whole reading has a lot to do with Cancer and Leo season, because Cancer and Leo both share July. We have kind of closed out this Cancer energy. We're going to officially close it out over the next few days. But it is Leo season. The sun is about 0 to 1 degree Leo right now. Very early degree Leo. Not quite over that Cancer energy yet. So, you know, towards the end of the month, we could be feeling, you know, that cusp of oscillation energy, especially if you're born around the 19th through the 25th. You're born on the cusp of oscillation. And just keep in mind, Leo, that your subconscious is ruled by the moon. You know, your subconscious is ruled by this Cancer energy. So any emotion that you felt this month was probably even more intensified for you, Leo, because the sun and the moon were in your 12th house throughout July. Also, you are the north node of direction. You are the north node of destiny. You are the north node, and Aquarius is the south node until November. So that's still a major factor for you guys. The sun is now almost going to conjunct the north node. So, you know, I'm going to do a completely different video on that. So if you're a Leo and you want to subscribe to me, you might want to, you know, keep an eye out for my north node videos. And also the Aquarius full moon at the end of the month is going to be in your 7th house of relationships. So, you know, it's just my assumption that a lot of Leos could be very well going through relationship changes and energy shifts within their 7th house of relationships, because Aquarius is your opposite sign, meaning it's your 7th house of all relationships, romantic, love. So just keep an eye out for my channel. I'm going to be uploading, now that I'm back into a sound environment where I can record, thank goodness. I'm definitely going to be putting out a lot of messages. I've gotten so many messages for Cancer season from the universe, and I'm called to record many different topics. One of those topics being the North and the South node. So I definitely want to see some Leos and Aquarius viewers on that, because it applies to you guys the most. And as I mentioned, it's going to be that way until November, when the North node switches into Cancer and the South node switches into Capricorn, okay? So Leo, the first couple weeks of July were all about your 12th house. So I'm not going to be surprised if some emotion comes up here. Emotion has been coming out for everyone this month, because Cancer season is the mother lode of emotion. So we dealt with some spirituality, some emotional sacrifices at the beginning of the month. And then we have this energy slowly moving from your 12th house that is now shifting into your 1st house of self. So before we can figure out who we are, before we can figure out our identity, right, our ego, we have to release things from our subconscious, right? We have to sacrifice certain things under the surface that no longer serve us. So we all go through 12th house transits, and then 1st house, and then 2nd house, and then 3rd house. So July is about your 12th house and your 1st house. Your 1st house is now being activated. And this happens when anything enters our 1st house of our zodiac sign, right? Or in our birth chart. So when the sun enters your 1st house, this is symbolic for your birthday. This is symbolic for the sun going back to where it was when you were born, becoming another year older of experience and awareness. So Leo, you're ruled by the sun. Deep down, you guys all understand this energy of the sun, this energy of the center of our universe, the center of life. You know, this is a very important thing, but we're going to talk more about that in August when I do my Leo season videos. These are my Cancer season videos. So, you know, maybe some more will come up about astrology, but that's basically what you need to know. Anything else as far as where the planets are, things like that. I do know Mercury's in Leo right now. I feel like Mercury is going to retrograde in Leo, and that's happening a day after the Aquarius lunar eclipse on the 27th. So the 28th is going to be a Mercury retrograde, and I'm pretty sure that Mercury is going to retrograde in your sign. So I'm also going to do videos about that, guys. Got a lot of videos and messages to put out here, but this is what I want to do, and I'm very, very excited and happy. So yeah, we're just going to get shuffling here. What I'm going to do Actually, no, we're not going to start with that. It's been a minute since I've recorded. So what I start with here is these messages. It's just been so, well, here we are, Leo. You guys are super ready. I seen the strength card rather quickly. So your energy is definitely here. My cards are ready to speak with you. This is your ruling card, strength. So I'm seeing right away, well, let me just finish my thought here. See, there's so much going on, and I'm going to try my best here to just be clear about these messages, but I want to see where you are, Leo, throughout July. And the only way for me to do that is to definitely tap into the energy that you're feeling right now as you watch this video. So I've designed a certain kind of reading where I just shuffle and I wait to see the ruling tarot card for the zodiac sign that I'm reading for. In your case, it is the strength card. And I'm going to pull the first 4 cards that are right underneath the strength card to symbolize where your energy is currently. And what that's going to do is it's just going to get us on the same page as far as what you were going through in July. And then we're going to get your actual reading going, which is I'm going to grab 4 cards from the Wisdom of the House of Night. And then I'm going to validate using traditional tarot, okay? But before that, I really want to see what's going on with Leo for July. It's been a while since we've talked. It's been over a month. So it's very important for me to just see where all my viewers are. And it's very important for us to connect in that way. So before I start pulling the cards, Leo, I am going to look at the strength card and just see if there's anything intuitive that pops out at me. And please know that this is your energy. The Leo card for now represents you as a Leo. So what card is right behind you guys is going to symbolize the most immediate energy that you are focused on in July. So we've got this strength card here, one of my favorite cards. I love the strength card. I love the message of the strength card. It has a very obvious meaning of, you know, being strong, being courageous, having bravery, you know, being your authentic self. It also has a message here about taming. Leo season is going to have a lot to do with taming the unresolved emotions, because not everybody goes through Cancer the same way, right? So we go through this watery energy. We go from cardinal water to fixed fire. So that's quite a difference in elements. That's quite a difference in energy. That's quite a difference when it comes to influence. So July is very interesting for you, Leo, and it's very important that you're focusing on your strength, your emotional strength, your mental strength, your physical strength, your spiritual strength, your infinite strength. That's what I'm hearing for Leo, is that you are abundantly and infinitely strong. You are the kings and queens of the zodiac. You are the North Node. So this is about being strong in July. There was probably a lot of moments in July where you had to be very strong in many different ways, but just strong in general. Leo can truly embody the authentic essence of strength because of it being your ruling tarot card, because of you guys being the lions of the zodiac. You know, a lot of Leo stuff coming up here. And I'm going to be working with the Leo energy for the rest of July, heading into August as well, especially because of this tidal wave of Cancer that we just all survived. So hell yeah, definitely a lot to do with strength, the strength it takes to come into who you really are in July, Leo, the strength it takes for the sun to come back home. There's a lot here about the strength of the North Node. You know, Leo, your strength is really important right now to destiny in general, to the collective. So there is something here about taming the parts of you that hinder your strength. You know, we have this woman here taming this lion, and I am very led to the infinity symbol. So what that's telling me is that everything is infinite, Leo. Everything is infinite when it comes to the universe. Your strength is infinite. Your courage is infinite. And who you are stepping into is a more infinite version of yourself. And it's right by the woman's head. So this is reminding me of Mercury in Leo. Mercury is the messenger of God. So Leo, in July, Mercury will be moving into Virgo soon, but with that retrograde, Mercury is going to be slowing down. So mental strength is coming up here a lot, especially with Mercury being in your sign. This has to do with communication and thoughts, you know, words, things like that. Mentally, Mercury rules the mind. So the fact that the Leo card has an angel or this feminine divine figure with the infinity symbol above her head, it is telling me that there is infinite angelic influence over you too, Leo. You guys are the divine children. So there's some sort of energy in your life in July here to help you tame the parts of you, Leo. Just remember, as a fire sign, you're not angry, you're passionate. So, you know, anger is basically miscalculated passion. That's why we get angry very quickly. That's why some people struggle with rage in violence, because they're really just really passionate about the subject or the situation at hand. So just keep in mind that it takes a really strong person to channel passion rather than channel anger. Anger is a low vibration of passion, okay? And as a fire sign, it's really important for you to stabilize your mental passions. The infinity symbol is reminding me of balance in this case. Balance is really important to you as a fixed sign, being stable and in between cardinal and mutable energy. So it's all about stabilizing and balancing the parts of you that need to be tamed now. The parts of you, some of you may identify more with this woman here, but there could be some kind of influence, whether it's angelic, whether it's godly or universal. This woman in white here is representing someone in your life in July, a person, place, or thing. And again, it could be you. But what I see here is that there is some sort of heavenly influence that is infinitely protecting Leo always, but especially in July as you guys step into the very important Leo season, okay? So that is what I'm channeling for the strength card for you. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the next 4 cards, but I definitely see a message here about strength, the strength it takes to persevere, you know, the hurdles in your life. It's not going to be, our birthdays aren't always positive and fun, you guys. It's not exactly, and I don't know how it is for a Leo, because you guys are used to that sun's energy. You're used to shining bright. You're used to being illuminated and being consciously aware of certain things about your pride and your ego. And, you know, you're ruled by the sun. So I might not have the same messages I do usually, but when the sun enters Pisces, I'm a Pisces. So when the sun enters Pisces, I immediately feel that there's a spotlight on me. But, you know, most Leos are the life of the party. And the sun is the life of the party as well. So the fact that your ruling planet, the sun, is at home at the end of July is very empowering and strengthening for you. You know, this card is filled with sunlight. But I do know that it has a lot to do with you guys tapping into your mental strength towards the end of July, especially because Mercury is there, right? So pay attention to any passionate thoughts that you have, even angry thoughts. Pay attention to anything coming to you as a download from the universe, because it's all a part of getting you ready for this hurdle, right? So I wish you guys the best birthdays. Just know that if you're having a hard time with your birthdays this month, not feeling very Leo-ish, especially if you're an early Leo, like if you are born in July, you share July with Cancer. So you may have the influence of emotion on your birthday that the sun is trying to illuminate. But if you have August birthdays, you know, you might kind of steer a little bit clear from this. But I just do see a lot here about mental strength. So let's see what's going on for you, Leo, in July. I did get a sneak peek because the way my cards fell, I did see that the 4 of Wands was there. So you guys have yeah, Leo. It's time. It's time, Leo. It's time for you guys to step back in to that loving energy. You know, this is a fire energy. You guys have 2 fire energies right behind you. Fire is Wands in tarot. So we've got the Strength card and we've got the 4 of Wands. So this is a celebration, Leo. So in July, there could be a specific relationship or a specific person, place, or thing. There's just something Leo is celebrating in July. This could definitely be a birthday celebration. For some of you that are celebrating your birthday with a loved one or a best friend or something like that. The 4 of Wands is a card of marriage. So some of you guys could be thinking about marriage in July, whether this is actually in your reality or whether this was subconscious or emotional for you. But I love seeing this fire energy. It's like you're stepping back into Leo. You know, people aren't ready for Leo season, because we go from this mopey, dreary, watery energy where we just think, woe is me. Cancer season, I have no disrespect to water signs, but Cancer season is a motherfucker. Like, you cannot hide from your emotions in Cancer season. And then the sun immediately goes into Leo, where you can't hide from your conscious awareness. So all of you Leos out there are definitely stepping into, you know, I know the beginning of July could be very difficult for you guys, but look at how your energy is for the overall month. It's the 4 of Wands, a celebration, happiness, some kind of relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be a co-worker. This is just you forming positive relationships that call for celebration. And it's definitely your fire energy. So we've got the Strength and the 4 of Wands. We've got the King of Wands, which is a Leo card. This is the king of fire. So whether you're a female or a male watching, your energy is showing up directly for you. Your energy was very ready. I didn't have to shuffle for very long at all for your energy to be ready. Now, I did pre-shuffle a little bit there. So Could have something to do with that, but I'm just feeling that Leo is ready in July. You guys are ready, especially mid-July. You know, you guys started to feel this fire energy. You started to feel the sun, which is your ruling planet. So for any of you that are looking for reassurance about the passion that you're feeling, the creativity, this is you showing up. This is your energy, Leo. We've got the lions back there, and you guys are the king and the queens of the zodiac. So fire energy, and then we've got the Scorpio card. We've got death. So some of you could be dealing with a specific Scorpio. Others of you could be dealing with complete transformation. This is the card that comes up for new beginnings and endings, okay? This is a death and a rebirth happening. So I see directly that Leo is going through a death and a rebirth in July. And that doesn't surprise me because you guys are literally the North Node right now. And you're also stepping into your birthday month. Like, it's your season, Leo. And look at your energy. I mean, there's a lot transforming. And remember what I was saying about relationships. We got Aquarius showing up here. And we have the Four of Wands right behind you. So you guys are either thinking a lot about celebration this month. And that could be because Leo is feeling very dreary at the beginning of July. Like, where's the party at, motherfuckers? Like, you guys are definitely about getting energy passionate and creative and fun and lively. You know what I mean? It's part of being a fire sign. So either you're feeling this energy, the lack of, like, you know, I am feeling something here that some of you Leos are feeling the lack of this. Like, where is the party at? Where is the love? You know, where is the heart? You know, I'm hearing that song by Black Eyed Peas, like, where is the love? Where is the love? So some of you guys have this person in your life, but you might be lacking the passion in that relationship, or lacking, you know, but I really feel like it has more to do with Cancer season. The reason why we are collectively feeling the more woe of the universe, it's because Cancer season is, the purpose of Cancer season is to awaken the soul. And the soul is what carries our deepest feelings and emotions, and it's the most inner part of us, right? And then we have Leo season. No coincidence that Leo season is right after Cancer season, because we've got the moon and the sun, we've got the soul, and then we've got the body, the physical appearance. So could have a lot to do with Cancer season, while you're focusing on relationships and while you're focusing on celebrating. Some of you are celebrating, some of you are happy in relationships, but there's going to be some of you watching my video this month that feel the lack of this energy, because you are being called to have the strength in your relationships, to have the strength to celebrate things, even if it's to celebrate the absence of someone, to celebrate the endings. It's like I see Leo is celebrating endings this month. You're celebrating this rebirth, right? You literally are being reborn, Leo. I believe every year on our birthday, we are being reborn into a new version of ourselves. So not surprised to see the transformation card there. Not surprised to see endings and beginnings in relationships for Leo either, which is exactly what this is reiterating. Is that it says Leo is in the middle of transforming their relationships, basically. Your relationships with all people. Why is that? Because we have an Aquarius eclipse in your 7th house at the end of this month. So I knew that this reading would have a lot to do with relationships. It would have a lot to do with subconscious emotional energy, sacrifice. And I knew it would have a lot to do with I don't know if I said this already, but relationships, because of that 7th house. So we've got your underlying energy, because here are your 4 cards. So these are the 4 cards I'm going off of to see where you are at in July, Leo. And the reason why this is all happening is the star card. So we've got an Aquarius showing up for you, Leo. This is your opposite energy. This is the full moon at the end of the month, the lunar eclipse. But the star card is not only symbolic for Aquarius. The star card is symbolic for inspiration. And we have the High Priestess under the star card. No wonder I felt led to lift that star card up, because there is a very intuitive inspiration that you're stepping into in July, Leo. It's going to be different times for all of you, but July promises inspiration for those who work hard, for those who have the strength to stay hopeful, for those who have the strength to heal and to stay inspired and to have faith. That's what the star card is all about. It's about hope and renewal. So this has to do with your dreams and your wishes, Leo. This is literally the North and the South node right here. Not surprised that Aquarius is showing up in the Leo reading, because you guys are a team. Aquarius is the shadow of Leo. Leo is the shadow of Aquarius. It's a part of being opposite signs in astrology. So we've got your 7th house showing up here. We've got the lunar eclipse at the end of the month occupied by Aquarius energy showing up here. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius energy, or some of you are just dealing with your hopes, dreams, wishes, inspiration, and faith. But I'm seeing that it's going to take a lot of strength to renew your hopes and your dreams and your inspiration, to stay inspired and to stay faithful. Leo, after going through something like Cancer season, it definitely, only the strong ones can move forward. Some of us are going to stay in that Cancer energy because it's so deep and things become so blurred in that deep of dark water. But Leo, I see that you are going to stay infinite, and you're going to follow that North Star in your sign. This is the North Star here. Even though the North Star is in Leo, it's illustrated here on the star card. So make sure you're following your heart, Leo, following what strengthens you, taking note of what makes you feel weak ever. Because we've got some stuff on the table here that's telling me it's time, Leo. Like, you have 2 fire energies behind you. These are the immediate energies behind you in July. So you have got to step into that King and Queen of Wands essence, back on your throne. And, you know, once you step on this throne, it's like the people you connect with are going to be royal as well. You know, it's like royal people only is what I'm hearing from Leo. You know, it's not that you guys are cocky or anything like that. You just understand your royal energy. You understand every Leo, whether you're young, old, whatever, man, woman, you guys know you're divine. And you know that you have authority over your own passion and creativity. The King of Wands is a leader. He's inspirational. And we've got, this is your energy, Leo, straight up. I can explain this all day and night, but what this is Leo is literally chilling in the cut, thinking about, okay, I'm divine, you know. I am a king, I am a queen, and I'm on my throne. But he is alone. Where is the Queen of Wands, right? So I just feel like Leo is manifesting and staying inspired about a relationship. We've got this King of Wands with a wand in his hand, and then we have these 4 of Wands. So this has to do with your home life as well, Leo. Let's see here. I believe the 4th house of Leo is Scorpio, and I'm right. So there is some energy on the table here about your 4th house, especially because we have the 4 of Wands in the Scorpio card. So some of you guys could be living with Scorpio. Some of you guys could be going through transformations, endings, and beginnings when it comes to people you live with, or just your home environment in general. So just know that your home environment has something to do with relationships this month, and both are transforming in different ways. Some of you guys could have certain endings where you live. Some of you guys could be just having people move in with you, or you're moving in with someone else, or just changes in the home environment. I am feeling really good and positive energy about this. So there is a message here for some of you about the 4th house. So if this isn't a relationship, this is definitely about celebrating the happiness in your home. But I do see for a significant amount of you that this is definitely a relationship that Leo has had their eye on for a while, whether it be physically or maybe you're just thinking about this passionately. But you guys have some kind of idea. You have some sort of creative passion about relationships this month, and it's going to be even more intensified in July. But look at you. This Leo is literally, this is an Aries Sagittarius Leo as well. So some of you could be with other fire signs, or with a Scorpio, another Leo, or an Aquarius. Or you could be with a Pisces or a Cancer. That's just what I'm seeing immediately, but this could be anyone. I see this as a very passionate relationship that Leo is manifesting with someone from their past or someone new. Or maybe you're just manifesting it in general. So you definitely got that fire energy behind you, Leo, and this is literally a direct transformation that Leo is going through. There could be a certain Scorpio that is exiting or entering the picture. I just see this Scorpio is kind of going an opposite direction of the Leo. So there could be a brief message here about some of you ending relationships with a Leo-Scorpio relationship. But it doesn't have to be an ending breakup. It could just be a transformation. Like there could just be, pay attention to the endings and the new beginnings that you experience in your 1st house, in your 4th house, and in your 12th house. So basically in your home, in your family. This is family as well. 4th house has to do with family. So some of you guys are just, you know, focusing more on family in July. But this is why you need strength. You're going to need the strength for the transformation that took place for you in July. You need the strength, you need the inspiration, you need the hope, you need the faith, and you need the stability as well. This is your foundation, Leo. You know, every king needs a castle. is what I'm hearing, because I see a castle behind these two people. So this is a kingdom. This is an empire, and it's transforming. Leo is being empowered. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy directly behind you for this month, Leo. Hopefully that resonated. I really wanted to keep going with that, but I just actually want to get really, really started here with your reading for this month. So we're going to light this incense for you, Leo. This is a divine blessing incense. We all know you're divine, Leo. And I just love the smell of these incense. It just gets me really, really anchored. I'm a Taurus moon, so my 5 senses are very much enlightened and empowered. So let's see what's going on for you, Leo, in 2018 for July. For the sign of Leo, I did not mention it, but also that Scorpio card, that is another fixed sign, you guys. And it's a fixed water sign. So it has a lot to do with stabilizing your emotions as well throughout all that. So I just had 2 cards pop out. I'm not going to use them for the reading because, I don't know, it just doesn't really feel right. But we have honesty and oath. So this is a message coming out for someone that needs to hear it. I'm not going to use it for the reading in general because this seems more like very specific for someone watching and listening. So I love the flames that are coming out here. I see that this is a candle that's been lit. The honesty card here, the 26th. So I don't know if July 26th is important for any of you guys. It might be an important day that you need to really follow the flames of your honest heart. And this is about being honest about secrets because we've got that moon on that candle. And the 6 plus 2 is 8. So number 8 in astrology has to do with a Scorpio energy again. So some of you guys are taking an honest oath with a Scorpio, or you're just taking an oath. You're promising to stay honest. And this could be a promise of honesty to yourself, Leo. But there's an oath of honesty coming up here as a message for July. So you guys need to promise yourself to stay honest with yourself and others. The oath card talks about, this card comes up for people that need to reflect on the promises they've made to others and themselves. And they also need to reflect on the promises that have been made to you. So Leo, have you been promised anything that people aren't, are there any oaths with people who are not honest? Make sure that anything you promise from July forward is from the heart. Make sure that it's very divine and that it's honest and that it's truthful and authentic. I love this candle here for you because you can obviously see that the fire energy is coming in very strong. We even have the man here with his fist on fire. So, I did just get a message there about violence. I'm not sure if any of you Leos have been through any physical altercations, but my guides kind of showed me that with that guy's fist there, that there's something there. Some of you have been in very violent relationships, and it's time to be honest about, what you can promise and what you can't promise. But I am getting an overall message here also about Leo just being honest about certain secrets, because the 8th house is not only Scorpio, it's also the house of transformation, death, and rebirth. And also, 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 is the number for August. So going into August, you're going to really need to tap into who you really are, Leo. You're going to need to really light that candle of honesty. Some of you need to do candle rituals. I'm telling you, very important for you to light candles as a Leo. All of July going into August, because it's fire energy. And then you got an incense that can work with air energy, which is the opposite energy of fire. So honesty is coming up here, guys, not only because you need to be honest about the transformation you're going through, but also that you need to be honest about what's been hidden, what's been hidden in secrecy. And it has something to do with some sort of oath. So oath always reminds me of relationships. We have the 49 here. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 13. That's a very spiritual number. 3 plus 1 is 4. So some of you need to be honest about a living situation, or you need to be honest about your emotion. You need to be honest about, how you feel towards these commitments. This is a commitment of honesty, whether you're taking it for yourself or for another person. Now, we do have the High Priestess of Spirit as an underlying energy at the bottom of the deck, which is a clear number 7. Now, 7 is the number for July, right? So July was very spiritual for you, Leo, but 7 in astrology is about relationships. So I'm seeing a lot of different energy here. July was about spiritual relationships for you. And it's like moving forward, you're only being advised to really commit to things that are an honest reflection of you, okay? This candle is burning strong. This man's fist is burning strong with passion. He's got his fist over his heart. So Leo, you're ruled by the heart. And so it's very important for you guys to be honest about your heart's desires, okay? So let's focus here. And Spirit, this is for Leo, the fixed fire sign. Thank you for that message for Leo about honesty. If that was the message for their overall month, please have that card come out again. But I'm just going to really focus my intent on the fixed fire sign of our universe, Leo. This is their messages for July 2018. Let's get some very authentic messages for Leo stepping into their birthday. So we're going to take a look at how we entered July. So what is the first two cards are how you entered July, Leo. You know, Cancer season rules the past, so it doesn't hurt to go back to the beginning of the month and assess the energies spiritually that were influencing you at that time. So let's take a peek back into the past, Spirit, and get two cards that are symbolic for the first 2 weeks of Leo season. So, wow, we have lust coming out, guys. We have lust. This is a desire. This is sexual energy. I may read out of the book for this card because honestly, this card, it rubs me in a certain way, if you get my drift. We do have the 24 here. It's interesting. Today is the 24th of July. So I'm not going to have these videos uploaded today. You guys probably watch them around the 25th and the 26th. So when you're watching this, just take note of Tuesday the 24th. Because there could be some very lustful energies, especially with this fire energy coming back into the universe. You know, I can see my Leo friends are definitely tapping into that passion. So the first card out is lust. And I also wanted to mention, when I first sat down before I started recording, this was the only card that stayed. I keep my cards in a little bitty drawer. And this card is the only card that's, like, I picked them all up, but this card stayed down. So I'm like, wow, okay, I wonder if lust will come out for Leo. Sure enough, lust is here for Leo. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have forbidden. So this card has come up for you, Leo. I don't know. I always think of Leo when I see this card because when I first got this deck, one of my first readings for Leo, they got the card forbidden. So this card talks about saying no, right? This is the 18. So it could have been around the 18th. Or maybe you guys are learning more about saying no to lustful energy, saying no to, because there's a difference between desire and passion. You know, some of the things that we lust after are not good for us. So there is an energy here stepping into July where maybe there were certain sexual encounters or certain people that were only in it for sex or only after you for lust, or, you know, love or lust is coming up. Love or lust, you know, Kendrick Lamar, love or lust. Love is different from lust. I'm going to read from the book on lust so that we can get a better idea of what that means. But what I'm channeling here is forbidden lust. You know, remember that honesty message that came out for you guys? Only committing to things that are authentic. Well, while Leos are very sexual, they're very sexy people, one of the sexiest, it is important for you guys to say no to lustful relationships right now. It is important for you guys to learn more about closing the door and keeping a door closed. So we'll see what this lust is. We got two people on this card here, a relationship. So some of you guys are having really passionate, lustful relationships, which is not entirely a bad thing. It just tells me that you entered July in a very lustful state. And that's basically passion. It's basically desire. But we'll get to the bottom of that. The reason it came out, though, is forbidden. All right, there's an underlying energy here, forbidden. So saying no to lust or forbidding yourself from certain sexual contacts, you know, we'll see here, Leo. But that was very interesting. We definitely have the 24, so yes, it's important that the 24th be noted, but 4 plus 2 is 6. So I always think about this card coming up for lust in our lifestyle. You know, making sure that, okay, we've got another card coming out here, but what I was saying is making sure that, you know, the lust that exists in your life is not domineering or not obsessive, right? The second card we have is understanding, Leo. So the second week of July was about understanding something. We've got the 43 here, if that's an important number. 4 plus 3, that's 7. So we've got a 6 and we've got a 7 on the table here. So your lifestyle and your relationships are coming up. You know, understanding something between the way you live and the way you love. So that's interesting there, Leo. So we've got the first half of the month on the table now. The reason why understanding came out is success. So the second week of July could have been something about understanding success, understanding maybe maybe you successfully understood something towards the middle of the month, right? As we got closer to Leo season, there was something that you were able to understand. And it could have something to do with a relationship, like you successfully understood someone that you're in a relationship with, or you understand your relationships. That doesn't surprise me because this eclipse is going to enlighten Leo about a lot of things. This woman here, she's just got her arms raised and she is in a position to understand all things from the aspect of life. Now, we do have understanding lust here, right? And understanding that that's not always a good thing, not always a bad thing. There's a lot here about understanding the lust in your lifestyle, the lust in your relationships. But I love to see success because there's a congratulations here. Like, you're being congratulated for understanding something in a higher perspective. You're being congratulated for understanding your position in the relationships that you're forming in July. So let's move to the present moment here as we're closing up July. As I record these videos, let's see how the second half of July is for Leo. So we have obedience coming out here. That's no fun. I'm just kidding. I like this card. This is kind of a Libra vibration, but we have obedience. So I do feel an energy in your reading, Leo, that kind of feels like a child getting a lot of rules. And it's kind of interesting because Leo season is about fun and just being your inner child and getting that innocent energy back. Having fun. I already said that. So obviously having fun and having fun and having fun. And we're all going to be feeling this kind of inspired energy because of your energy coming in, Leo. But we also need to pay attention to certain rules, certain regulations. That's no fun, especially around your birthday. We're going to read for both of these cards here and get a better message. We have the 48. So that number might be important to some of you guys. We've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 13 and 12, I'm sorry, not 13. We've got 12 here coming up. So this might be that 12th house energy of Cancer leaving you, but you still being obedient to what the first half of July, the last half of June was for you. This is definitely about being obedient to certain people, places, and things. And we're going to read from that. But we literally have the vision card. So this is telling me that there's a certain vision, certain emotions, certain things that you've seen in your dreams or in your mind or seen passionately or creatively. Like, this is literally the number 8. So this is when August comes in, right? So August is about a vision. Maybe there is something that you see for yourself in the month of August that you're going to really need to be obedient about, whether it's a new job or something that has to do directly with you. But there's something here about being obedient to the vision that you have, Leo, something that you've seen in the spiritual before the physical. But you're going to have to be obedient and balanced. You're going to have to be truthful with yourself and others about what you see happening for yourself. There's certain things that Leo understands right now that none of us understand, especially because it's Leo season. But you've been understanding certain things about the universe for a while now because you being the North Node. So we've got the last card coming out for you, which is the High Priestess of Earth. So this is a significant Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy because it's the High Priestess of Earth. So this does talk about your physical body. This does talk about the physical realm of Earth, Mother Nature, getting out more in nature, paying attention to your health and your physical body. This is a grounded energy, and it is the number 3. So there's something here with the number 3. Some of you guys could have been dealing with very real third-party situations. Maybe there's something you're understanding about your physical self towards the end of the month, something you're understanding about Earth energy, something you're understanding about finances, career, health, money, whatever. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And then the reason why the High Priestess of Earth came out for you guys is because of focus. So focus is a very special card. This is kind of a Sagittarius energy because we've got this archer here. But, this archer is literally using the flames of a bow and arrow. Like her bow and arrow, her arrows are on fire. So Leo, this is your underlying energy for the whole reading. The number 17, which is 7 plus 1 is 8. So the 8 is infinity, right? We had that infinity symbol on your strength card. We have the infinity symbol on the magician card. So that's telling me that there's a definite infinite energy. Definitely an infinite energy for you in July, okay? And it's infinite passion. And you need to focus on August, because 7 plus 1 is 8. So focus is the 17 card. So there's something you're focusing on in July. You could be focusing on your future. Like, July might not have been the best month for you, but you're really focused on what you learned from July so that you can move into August even more prepared, okay? So, this transformation, some of the endings and the beginnings happening in your life in July, Leo, could have you very confused. It could have you feeling very defensive. Leo does not like feeling a lack of confidence in any part of their life, right? So there's something quick coming in. This fire energy is coming in quick to mask the confused energy of our emotion. Cancer season was very, very emotionally confusing. Now we have a significant Virgo energy coming through, the Hermit. So this could either be a Virgo or some isolation, doing some soul searching, all right, to get more grounded. So I'm just doing a couple shuffles here, but I did see some messages here. Definitely some Earth energy. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So finances, career, logic, grounded energy coming up here for you, Leo. And you could be starting, new victorious financial endeavors. That might be why the High Priestess of Earth is here. Or you could just be grounding your health more. There's victory, because I just seen the Six of Wands and the Chariot. So those are both two cards that talk about victory. We got the Ten of Cups and the Chariot. So some of you could be with Cancer, having a very happy, harmonious relationship with a Cancer. We do have the Three of Swords. So there's another bunch of you that could be dealing with, heartbreak or betrayal in the home. But we've still got this Ace of Pentacles showing up for you, Leo. So there's something new coming in here, a new gift from the universe. It's all about finding the value and staying on top, okay? Staying on top. So let me just take a look here at what's on the table. We basically have July on the table here. So this is symbolic for how we end the month. This is symbolic for how we start the month. But any of these energies can happen at any time in July. It's very, very infinite as that. So, I'm going to go ahead and clarify for you, Leo. And then we're going to read from the book. And then I'll channel. So let's see why lust is here on the table for you, Leo. Why is lust here for the July 2018 reading for Leo energy? Why is lust here? Please show me a clarifying card to better explain this lust energy. Wow, so we have the Death card coming up. So this already came up for your reading, Leo. Now we have it coming up again. And this is coming out to clarify the Lust card. So this could be the energy that is transforming for you, Leo. You guys could be changing from, casual sexual partners. That lust to me is a low vibration of love. So there's certain lustful people, places, and things in your life that you're working hard on this, Leo. You guys have some of you watching this have very lustful connections with other people. And because you're a fire sign, it doesn't hurt you. It might hurt you inside. But I believe fire signs handle sexual passion, like casual sexual passion, better than what a water sign would, or better than basically what a water sign would, or even an earth sign. Earth is too grounded to have. Now, we all have earth, water, fire, and air energy in our chart. But Leo energy is very passionate and is very stabilized. So I'm saying, guys, lust is coming up for you. And I want to read from the book because it talks about it in a better way than what I'm able to channel right now. But I just see, Scorpio, you guys might have a very lustful Scorpio in your life. But I just think that there's a handful of Leos, like the majority of you are transforming, lustful energies in your life. This is a death to lust. Like, lust is dying in your life. You're not going to keep having sex or keep sharing what you guys are doing is you're realizing the value of your passion, your sexual passion, your spiritual passion, all your passion. And like I said, king and queens only, VIP only. Like, Leo is heading into this, you guys getting this energy when it comes to Leo season where you find your passion again. Some of you guys are literally finding your passion again. So, for those of you who are struggling with lust, please know that its main purpose, the reason why you're struggling with you're attracting lustful people that are only sexually driven. Well, lust is kind of passion in disguise, but that is transforming for you, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio energy. This is the eighth house. This is a very, I don't want to say the eighth house is lustful, but the eighth house on a low vibration is very lustful. But it's time for you to transform lust into love. It's time to transform casual play, to something more serious. This is the death to lust. Lust is transforming, and the reason why death came out is because of the Fool card. So there's a new beginning here. Like, I hope you're not hearing this in a bad way, Leo. I'm just kind of not doing my best at explaining it. But there is a very deep message here about, this could be you moving to the next level in a relationship where you've had a lot of sex with this person and you don't really know where you stand emotionally, but the sex is good and that's fine for you. It's stabilized, it's balanced, no strings attached. But that could be, this is going to transform in many different ways for all of you. And it's so that you can understand something in a greater way. Now, the death card is on the table because of the Fool card. So this is a new beginning. Some of you guys are going to take a risk to transform something. Some of you guys are going to take a risk and end something or begin something. But this is an Aries. This is a new beginning with Mars energy, which is another sexual energy. So I can't help what I'm seeing in your reading. I just see very, very sexual energy. Scorpio, 8th house, Mars. Scorpio and Aries together are literally Mars. And you know what? Mars is in your 7th house of Aquarius. Yes, Mars is the god of war. Mars has a lot to do with aggression, but what is sexual aggression? It's lust, right? So you guys could just be dealing with sexual aggression because Mars is retrograde in Aquarius as well. So Mars is actually, right now as we speak, it is directly across from the Leo North Node. We've got the North Node at 5 degrees and we have Mars at 5 degrees Aquarius. So North Node, Leo, Mars, and Aquarius, they're both at 5 degrees. So that's a direct opposition. So no wonder there's a lot here about lust and aggression. And, remember that card about honesty came up. And I seen that there was like that guy's fist was on fire. So there is something here about, aggression in Mars. And just know that's because Mars is on the South Node, okay? So I did want to tell you that behind this Fool card, we do have the Devil. So this is another lustful energy. Could be a Capricorn energy, all right? Leo, lust is coming up for you a lot. It is a Capricorn. Now, I want to explain this card in all ways because this card comes up for many different reasons. And I've got a lot of Leos watching, right? Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. Others of you are dealing with karmic relationships. Others of you are dealing with this card comes up, not a lot of people know it, but this card comes up for lust and passion, and it could be toxic, it could be codependent. You could feel chained to a certain place or thing. You could feel manipulated, or like this is dark, this is a dark subconscious. This is Capricorn energy, opposite of Cancer. So this is definitely, I'm channeling lust and passion because we have the Fool card with the Devil. So this is like seeing the devil in a different way. Now, it's not the literal devil. This could be a new beginning with a Capricorn energy. This could be you taking a risk karmically. This could be you starting a new beginning with a very, very passionate and lustful connection that you have with someone. It's all up to you, Leo. Just follow your intuition. But man, oh man, do we have some lust coming up. Now, this is interesting. I just lifted up the Devil card and we have the Cancer. So there was something there about the new moon in Cancer and the Capricorn full moon. Okay, we just had a Capricorn full moon not too long ago. But this is like either a new beginning with a Capricorn Cancer energy or a new victorious beginning with something that felt karmic before. This is an interesting message, Leo. So hopefully you guys are feeling intuitive today because I see this as victorious. Like, I don't see this Devil energy as a bad energy. Whenever you get the Devil card, you have to look at the other cards surrounding it. And because all the cards on the table are very positive, this is literally just someone that you have a soul tie with. This is someone that is kind of a karmic partner. Like, you might have a lot of sexual karma with them. This is passion and lust. So lust is transforming for you, and it is dying in many ways. But this is like a rebirth, a new beginning of lust and passion for you guys. So we've got an Aries, a Capricorn, a Cancer, and a Scorpio coming up for this lust energy. And Capricorn and Cancer are opposite signs. So this is literally like the past and the future, starting a new beginning with the past and the future, working really hard on that. A painful ending to something. confusing. So let's keep validating, and then, we'll channel. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords coming out, Leo. So the beginning of July was definitely, it was a little bit mentally, this is Mercury. Okay, please keep in mind that Mercury is in Leo. So this has a lot to do with thoughts. And sometimes when we have darker thoughts, the beginning of July was all about your 12th house of Cancer. So, and I didn't mention that, but Cancer, that was definitely Cancer season when we had that Chariot, okay? But it was also victory. So there could have been times in July, Leo, where you were up late at night, 3, 4, 5 a.m. Nobody knew it, but you're waking up from a nightmare, or you just have really dark thoughts. You're overthinking, losing sleep. So beginning of July, you could have been up thinking more than you were sleeping. This is definitely a woman who was just overwhelmed with all these dark thoughts. This is anxiety. Whatever you were thinking about at the beginning of the month, repetitively, like this is 9 swords. So this is almost the 10 of swords, which is a completion, right? So you guys could have been losing sleep or having mental anxiety over something that wasn't completing. Now, this is, or something that's coming to a completion. Like maybe you just felt like, I know this is about to end. I know this is about to end. And I'm thinking about all these 9 different reasons about why this is about to end, or these 9 things that I said that were hurtful, or whatever this 9 of swords symbolizes to you guys. It just lets me know that you're remember, this is coming out for the understanding card. So there's something that you're going to understand about the mental anxiety, the insomnia, the nightmares, the dark energy that you felt. And I'm telling you, this is because Cancer season. This is what's transforming for you guys. And the darker Cancer season was for you, the lighter Leo season is going to be for you. This is such a comeback for you guys. You're understanding what was going on with you mentally because of Mercury, right? Mercury is allowing you to communicate and understand what's going on in an intellectual level, in a mental level. Now, this is an air sign energy. So this could have to do for some of you, not all of you. This is going to be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini energy. For some reason, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini have something to do with these 9 swords in your head while you're losing sleep. Okay, now for some of you, this could just be you mentally understanding your own sadness, your own darkness. Okay, now the reason why the 9 of swords is on the table is because of the Knight of Wands. So this is because maybe you guys were up thinking about how stagnant you feel mentally. This could be when Mercury when Mercury goes retrograde. Because the Knight of Wands is a very quick moving fire sign. This is Leo wanting to move forward passionately without overthinking. This Knight doesn't overthink about what's in front of him. He's just ready. He's protected. He's confident. He's sexy. He's passionate. And he's literally driven by this wand that he has in his hand. So you're driven by fire. You're driven by passion. Some of you could have been driven by anger. But this is you really ready to move forward passionately. And if there's anything that could make a Leo want to move forward passionately, it's this. This is not a good energy for Leo to be in. This is not confident. This is not feeling happy or positive or good or enlightened. This is dark energy, mental energy. That's not good for Leo. So, this is definitely telling me that the 9 of swords has something to do with the lack of moving forward. Like the first couple of weeks could have to do with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well, or financial as well. It could have to do with your home life, because I just pulled the Queen of Pentacles. I just know that you guys are feeling, it could have to do with the Sagittarius, new love. Some of you guys have a new Sagittarius lover. And then we got that Devil card showing up again, and the Cancer card. So very deep messages coming out for you. Obviously, there's about 9 different reasons why you were feeling this. And what I was going to say is that the beginning of Cancer season was a bit like this. We've got the Death card, we've got the 9 of swords. So thankfully, there's a message here on the table that says that transformation is coming in. This is a beautiful energy to understand. Okay, the only reason why this woman is staying here is because she's missing the understanding element. So Leo, you're about to end and transform, your sleepless and lonely nights. So let's move into the second half of the month. We've got obedience on the table for Leo. So what is this obedience about? What are the rules? All right. So we have the 10 of Wands coming out. So very interesting card to come out for obedience. This is directly telling me that Leo needs to stay. You guys need to end the month in July with hard work and effort, you know, staying balanced, especially when it comes to the burdens. Like some of you guys are being obedient to things that are burdens to you. But this is the self-burdening card. You know, no one told this guy to carry these 10 wands. And this is definitely a fire energy. So this is you, Leo. And this is a completion as well, because we have the 10. So maybe you don't have the 10 of swords. You have the 9 of swords. So the 10 of swords will be completing that energy. So this might not be the end to this energy. It's just transforming. Because when you understand your own strife, it transforms. But what is ending is your burdens. You know, the hard work that hasn't paid off. Anybody in your life that isn't putting in the same amount of effort for you or not appreciating how much you're carrying for them. Anyone who's not obedient to your hard work, that is also transforming. And we do have, the reason why the 10 of Wands is on the table is because of the Ace of Cups. But underlying energy is the Ace of Cups. So this is talking about new emotion, new love, new healing energy. Definitely a new love. Could be a Cancer. This could be happening at the end of Cancer season for you. We've got some kind of, you guys literally might have a Cancer coming into your life, or just fast forward movement with someone new in your life. This is a new love, you know, the end to being obedient to energy like this, in allowing these new people into your life, allowing new people, places, and situations into your life that are going to help heal your heart, that are going to help spark passion. So this is definitely a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, but this new love, this cup from the universe, because of this, it's like you worked really hard, Leo. All month long, you worked really hard and you were very obedient in the work you were doing in your relationships and at your actual job, the self-work you were doing, and you're rewarded with this cup from the universe, this new love coming in. So pay attention to anything new that comes into your life towards the end of July, because it could definitely be a reward. You know, it could definitely be a reward. Now, we do have the Tower card coming out, and the way it come out, I didn't really like the way that it came out, but I am going to go with it because this is an ending. And yeah, the underlying energy for your final message is the Devil card. So this Devil has made his way throughout your reading, Leo. So for those of you who are dealing with Capricorn energy, it's definitely, this is a reading for you. We have Capricorn and we have Scorpio twice. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio or a Capricorn, you know, this message is specifically for you. And for the rest of you, you're just transforming and going through a lot of endings and completions with lustful, toxic, manipulative. This could be, you know, sometimes it doesn't take breaking up to end a toxic relationship. You know, the universe can just come in and show you it from a different perspective. It can end a relationship very quickly, and then, you know, you can come back together and realize, you know, somebody's worth. You can realize all that someone did for you. You're like, hey, you know, this does deserve my obedience. So let's do some validating here. Let's take this piece by piece and kind of just channel and see, now that I have the clarifiers. So you entered July, Leo, in a very lustful state. You know, so pay attention to any sex that you had in July. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say that all Leos watching this, there's at least once or twice in July where you had some fire sex with a person, place, or thing. It was a very scorpionic lust. Now, it doesn't have to be a Scorpio energy. Some of you guys might have Mars in Scorpio, or some, just pay attention to where your Scorpio energy is in your own chart. And also pay attention to Scorpio individuals in your life. Now, this could be a significant Scorpio coming in to help you in July, too. There was just a significant Scorpio energy entering July. But I do see something here about, you know, a relationship transforming. There was probably a sudden ending in your relationships, whether that was a good or bad thing. For some, it's going to be good. For others, it was bad and heartbreaking. But there's a reason why the transformation of lust is happening for you right now, Leo. There's a reason why there's a certain death to a certain energy. And it could have something to do with, I just noticed that this guy has a moon on his throat. So it could have to do with, you know, what you're saying. You know, what you're saying is coming up here a lot too. So just pay attention to what you're saying and the fact that that's transforming too. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this book here and we're going to look at what lust means in this book, because I feel like we'll just have a better idea of what it means, okay? So lust is the page 74. So let's read about lust, and I'm going to show you the picture as I read about it, Leo. So, my dear one, when the symbol of lust has come before you, beware that when you toy with this energy, you may become consumed by it. So be careful who you're playing around with in July, Leo, because you could become consumed by this energy, okay? It's all fun and games until you catch feelings, all right? There is a fine balance between desire that is pure and the obsession that arises in the insatiable thrill of danger. Okay, so there's a difference between desire and obsession. Okay, be careful of those of you who are just kind of thrilling you, like, you know, there's some adrenaline that I'm feeling here. There might be a person, place, or thing in your life that gets your blood boiling. You know, as a fire sign, you guys love thrill and challenge and all that kind of sexy fun stuff. So be careful that your desire remains good and that what you're wanting doesn't cause hurt to yourself or others, okay? It is best that you move cautiously forward. If you're asking about a relationship, you may be developing an obsession that will take longer time to recover from. So ask yourself, what is the nature of your desire? What do you want so badly and why? Beware, there is always a hidden agenda in lust. What is yours? So this talks about hidden agendas, okay? I see that all over your reading. That hidden agendas and obsessions. So this could be either you or another person in your life. It's going to be different for all of you. But just be careful that your desire remains good and that what you want doesn't hurt yourself or others. So that's how you just, if you want to know what this message means, just ask yourself, why do you want what you want so badly? And be careful because there's always a hidden agenda here. So I am seeing some hidden agendas going on here with your reading, Leo. But we got the death card here. So this is the death and the transformation of this energy. So there could have been someone in your life that was kind of bad for you. And that's sexy, right? Like, I don't know why it's so sexy for even myself included. You know, I have Mars in Leo. So it's just really interesting how the bad boy can, you know, the bad girl or the bad dude, like, sometimes can turn me on a little bit. Like, so just be careful of people in your life like that, Leo. Some of you guys are going to know exactly who I'm talking about. It's the person that has such good sex, like they're really good sexually for you, but they might not be good mentally for you. They might not be healthy because this lustful person might be why Leo was spending times up alone, you know, feeling cheated and betrayed. And like, because at the end of the day, Leo, yeah, you're a fire sign. You can have casual sex with people and it makes you feel sexy. It gives you a confidence boost. Just be careful of the ego. But at the end of the day, Leos are such sweethearts. You guys are ruled by the heart. Like, Leo rules the heart. So there's only so many times that a Leo can feel taken advantage of sexually before they just start to question their own passionate worth. You know what I mean? So in a nutshell, some of you directly have some sort of scorpionic, lustful energy. If you're okay with a relationship being just passionate and sexual, then, you know, that's your own heart's desire. It's all about being honest with yourself, Leo. But I just do see that there's a certain, for those of you who are dealing with the obsession side, for those of you who are dealing with the more toxic, harmful relationships, that is ending. And that is definitely ending in July. And it's transforming to something more pure. Now, I'm interested in the fact that you come into some sort of understanding about all this in the second week of July, but you understand it, and so this is going to go either two ways. Either you're understanding your pain, or you're understanding what's going on with yourself mentally, why you're losing sleep, these nightmares. But also, others of you could, the fact that you understand that something was only sex or that something was lustful and harmful, that could be the reason why you're the Nine of Swords. You know, so some of you are understanding your mental anxiety. Others of you are having mental anxiety because of something that you came to understand at the second week of July. But either way, I'm just happy to see you in such an understanding position. Whether it causes you mental anxiety or not, you know that this is almost at an end here. There's a lot here about endings and transformations. Like the fact that you have the Death card and the Tower. These are both cards for Scorpio. And they're both cards for sudden endings. And this is Pluto energy. Okay? And that might be why Capricorn's showing up for you. Because we have Pluto in Capricorn. So this is literally the transformation, the purification, and renewal of, you know, this Capricorn lustful, controlling energy. Now, this doesn't have to be a Capricorn for all of you. This is symbolic for a very lustful, passionate, something you're chained to, you know. So, beginning of the month looked as if you were understanding something about yourself sexually. You were understanding stuff about things that are hidden as well, because we do have the 6 and we do have 7, you know. So, this has to do with your relationships. It has to do with your life. Some of you guys might be trying to really balance, you know, your lifestyle, living a healthy lifestyle, and also, you know, making sure that the people, places, and things that are in your lifestyle are also pure and healthy, Leo. So that was a very intense start to the month. It's kind of interesting there that you started the month very sexually, some of you, and just kind of coming, there's something towards the middle of July that Leo started to understand, and it was very mentally exhausting. You know, we had Mercury there to help with that too. So now we're stepping more into the present as we end July. This is the ending to July, the 3rd week of July. There was something that you needed to become obedient about, or maybe you guys just stepped into a more balanced perspective. You stepped more into obedience. Now let's read about obedience here, because obedience, I do believe, talks about rules and regulations, more of that Saturn Capricorn energy. So let's see obedience. Obedience is page 122. So this card is talking about rules. There are rules for everything. The sun rises and the moon sets, and they dance together in perfect steps. So I love that this talks about the moon and the sun, because this is literally Cancer season, Leo season. Moving from that moon energy, the hidden subconscious, darker energies, to the lighter awareness of the sun. So, you know, we have certain rules, Leo. The moon sets, the sun rises. And what rules are you considering when you ask your question? So if you had a certain question in mind when you began watching my reading, well, what rules are you considering? And when you ask your question, what rules are you considering? You will be sorry if you are going to break a rule that is in place to protect you and others. Even though you may not like authority right now, there is a time to obey what you already been set in motion. This is the time to learn the lay of the land and to follow the customs that keep things in order. Learn the steps of the dance before you attempt to change them to suit you. So Leo, this is a very interesting energy. It's like as soon as Leo season rolls in, it's like things get a little serious. So just be careful about what rules you're breaking at the end of July, because you are the North Node, and when the sun is in the North Node, everything we do it's to further our awareness towards our destiny. So I would hate to be somebody that breaks a rule with a Leo, or a Leo that breaks a rule. Like, this is about karma. Everything you do is going to be very just and balanced, or you're going to get karma for it. So it might be you or someone else, Leo, but you know, you will be sorry if you are going to break a rule that is in place to protect you. So this is about staying obedient to what you know is protecting you. So there could be a certain person, place, or thing in your life, a job, a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You guys know who it is, all right? And since this is under lust, like, there's something lustful and harmful and toxic that the universe is coming in and ending for Leo this month. We got the devil here. We've got the 9 of swords. It's all connected, right? There's something ending for you this month that the universe did for you. You know, and it's like at the end of the July, stepping into your birthday, it's going to be up to you whether you stay obedient about what has happened. Like, there's a lot of retrogrades going on, Leo. And many of you are going to have the chance to go back to this lustful energy. You're going to have the chance, like, passion belongs to you in July. And it's going to belong to you, like, passion always belongs to you, Leo, but just keep it passionate. And don't allow other people's low vibration of passion to corrupt your innocence. Okay, that's what's going on here, is a corruption of innocence, and I don't like it. Your reading is very powerful, and I don't even feel like I've explained it justly. Like, I feel like there's so much more here to go in depth with, but I just hope that the right people hear this message and that it applies to you guys in the right way, because what I really see is Leo finally understanding where the toxicity is coming from. There was something about July that really, really enlightened you guys towards what really needed to get out of your life. There's certain things that just have to end now. so that new things can begin. There's a lot of toxic people. Leos are so friendly. You guys socialize a lot. You guys have a lot of friends on social media. You have a lot of friends socially in person. And because of that, sometimes it's really hard for you guys to, because you guys don't really suffer from ego death a lot. You know what I mean? Then that could be what this is. But because Leo is ruled by the ego, you guys can deal with haters. Leos literally love haters. You're like, cool, hate on me. I don't give a shit. Like, you guys aren't going to go cry about it like a sensitive water sign would. You just let it feed your passion. You let it feed your ego. Just be careful of who you're letting hang around towards the end of July. That, yeah, they might feed your ego. They might have sex with you really good, or they might be this, that, and the other. But are they really, really? The universe has, if you're a Leo and you went through the month of July, I know damn well that the universe revealed and exposed certain people that were just toxic for you. Especially if you're watching this video, this is about a burden. You need to stay obedient. So this is about, yes, stress. This is stressful. It's time to reap your harvest because you're coming into your birthday. You guys worked really hard. All right, but it's about staying obedient to your hard work and, allowing burdens to end. Because hard work and burdens, they're similar, but they're different. So we've got something like that going on to end in July as well. Because you need to go into August with a clear head. Okay, you need to be refreshed and looking your best and feeling your best. And there's something here that could potentially hinder that. But it looks as if we end July with a straight up ending, right? Some kind of powerful ending. There's a king and a queen here. So this is definitely Leo. Definitely, remember I told you that there was something about a castle. So there could have been someone that you felt like that you had a kingdom with. Your king to your queen or your queen to your king. But this is something, I'm not sure what this is going to be for all of you. But this tower shows up when it talks about universal change. Like, this is an outside influence that comes in to change things forever. Okay, and it could have something to do with the earth sign because we do have the high priestess of earth. So this could have to do with your health. There could be some random health thing that happens or something random that happens in a physical way. Like this tower, you're going to be able to see and feel this tower. This isn't going to be some emotional tower. Like, no, something happens to your physical environment. But the tower is a blessing in disguise. Like, whatever is being destroyed and ended and transformed in July for you, it's going to better your foundation for August. Like, little do you know, this tower that you lived in was haunted and it was about to blow up and it was going to be the death of you. So I honestly see that some of you guys cheated death here or something like that. Like, this reading is just really interesting. It's just really interesting, you guys. And I just know that there's a certain endings to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. There's something in your real physical environment, which is your home, your career, your fight. This is something very, very logical. And it's almost like maybe you weren't logically thinking about it before. But then something crumbles down. It's like the illusion or something. There's an ending here. There's something that you're understanding about these endings in July. You know what I mean? Like, you're just facing it. And yeah, you might be up at night losing sleep, but you're understanding it. Stuff about your relationship, stuff about your lifestyle. So there's something that you're understanding about your physical environment, about your foundation. You're staying obedient towards the end of the month. Leo just starts working really hard at the end of the month. You're staying obedient to the things that deserve your obedience, and you're understanding, how things can be helpful or harmful. You're understanding that it's important. Your mental health is important, right? And we have these underlying energies. Underneath the devil, we have the Four of Swords. So there's definitely a need to heal from toxicity for you, Leo. Now, I know that you guys are strong. No wonder. Damn. No wonder you needed strength, right? But you need to focus. Your last message here is focus. And you might be focusing in a very spiritual way. But we've got this card. This is your underlying energy. So you really need to be... make sure that you're focusing even though there's a lot of change going on, because Sagittarius is a fire sign as well, but they're more adaptable. So you might need to become a little bit more adaptable as far as your passion. You need to allow a little bit more change into your environment passionately. As far as your emotions, you're going to need to stabilize those a bit more, okay? Because that's a fixed sign, Scorpio. And then we've got this devil here, right, with the Four of Swords. So it is about healing. For some of you, it could be a Taurus or a Capricorn. but this is about you recovering and meditating about something dark that you just went through. Like the devil card is an underlying energy. It's also a Capricorn energy though. So definitely some earth sign energy coming up for you, Leo. And air sign energy as well, and water. We've got fire, earth, water. We've got all the elements here. But it is important that you guys get grounded before going into August, okay? Because let me tell you, Leo, I'm doing my best here to explain this reading. Like, I see it in all ways, you know, because I know that it's going to apply to you guys differently. Some of you guys are dealing with toxicity. Some of you guys are dealing with strictly sexual relationships. Some of you guys are dealing with insomnia. You know, so I'm just trying to explain all the different messages I hear in these cards. But I'm going to tell you something. You better look out, because we do have some pretty tough energies in your reading. Like, it's a really positive message. Like, the energy that you're carrying into July with you yourself personally was great. Remember, we had the Four of Wands and the King of Wands. Don't you dare let somebody dethrone you from your passion. You're gonna have things that are alive, things that are dead, things that are seen, things that are unseen coming after you for Leo season. It's all a part of being the North Node, you know. Like, Leo has a lot of power right now. You guys have a lot of strength and drive, and you're being very obedient to the hard work. So there's going to be certain people, places, and things that come to challenge you, okay? And it's going to be in, you know, the devil never comes with horns. He comes in the form of everything that you want and desire. So just be very careful of that, okay? Be very careful of how, and I don't even believe in the devil like that, but the devil is just a very negative, dark, subconscious force that is, I believe, exists within us all, because we're dealing with some devil energy here too, dark subconscious, but we're dealing with death and transformation. So there's a potential for all of this to transform. But if you see, it's like at the beginning of the month, you had a choice to transform something. Death is a choice. It's the illusion of choice. Now, see, this is another death card, though. You ain't going to escape this. All right? So for those of you who didn't end something that you knew you needed to end it at the beginning of the July, it's coming in to end in a much more harsher way, because it's like, Leo, it's time for you to step into your power. It's time for you to focus. And all these things are distractions. This, and this. This devil person, it could be a Gemini for some of you, Libra, Aquarius. Could be your own damn mind. I don't know. But we've got some very dark subconscious forces here that are here to strictly stop Leo from focusing on what's spiritual. They're trying to stop you from success. They're trying to stop you from your passion and stepping into your light. So this reading is about stepping into your light, stepping back into your fire, stepping into your, you know, your power and your strength. Do not let this devil or this tower or this Nine of Swords or even this Ten of Wands, you know, throw you off, because it's all about focusing, Leo. You have to focus now on your spiritual goals, on your spiritual, you know, ambitions, on your success, on your passion, all of that. It's time for you to focus the flames. And you know, don't even worry about false targets, because they're just there to confuse you and distract you. So your reading is a little bit longer than my videos so far, but Leo, there was a lot to talk to you about, and this was a very, very deep reading, and I hope that this helped in some way. I hope that this was relatable to you guys. I am going to be doing readings. I have a special this month that is a retrograde reading special. It's for $30. So if you guys want to book a session with me where I talk about the retrogrades, we've got 6 planets retrograde going into August. We are definitely in retrograde season. Other than that, I'm here to do personal readings. All of my readings are $25 to $30, and they're an hour long. And yeah, I do pre-recorded videos. So if any of you guys are interested in that, just know that I'm back recording, and that I would love to talk to you guys more on it. Like, I would love to look at this on a personal level, because this is all Leo energy, collective. So if all Leos are going through something like this, I'd be really interested in helping you guys get further guidance on what these are for you personally. Like, who is this devil for you personally? It's kind of hard to give a personal reading within a general reading. This is general. So all Leos are dealing with this, but you're all dealing with it in different ways. So if you want to reach out to me, You know, I have all my information in the description box. Other than that, you guys, fuck all the bullshit. It's your fucking birthday. Step out, show out, look good, feel good, and do your best. It's Leo motherfucking season, okay? You guys are lions, and it's time to step into the courage. It's time to step into your own bravery, your own pride, and don't worry about the next bitch or the next hater or whatever you want to call it, because it's all distractions. And you know what I see? I see the potential of you for you guys to really grow and transform into something greater, you know, into what you're meant to be, Leo, your authentic self. So I really think this is an interesting reading, and if you have any questions, please comment below or feel free to email me. And other than that, happy motherfucking birthday, Leo. I love your guys' energy. Thank you so much for coming in after Cancer season, and thank you for being the North Node. And I will talk to you guys in August when we're really under this Leo energy. So, alright guys, I'll see you later.